Welcome back to my cycling channel. I got a really cool video today all about on-bike nutrition.
No, 9 gels, something like this, 3 rice cakes.
9 gels?
Yeah.
Hey dude, you're gonna go well today.
Yeah, you have to keep up I think today is important, you know.
How to fuel for your next ride, training ride, race, event, group ride. This is the way the World Tour pros are approaching their on-bike nutrition, and this is gonna really help make you more fit. My coach shared this information with me recently, and he's on the World Tour team Astana. It's really fascinating to see how much food these guys are eating. Also, what I'm gonna show you in this video is what to eat, when to eat it, and how much to eat for each different training ride and or race. So it's gonna be a really informative video, but first, I'm gonna give you an overview of why we're doing this and why it's so important. Fueling on the bike, not only during races, but training is very important. The reason is if you fuel well on the bike, the rest of your day is gonna go well and the future training rides are gonna go well. It's like it's almost you're going into debt. If I don't fuel well on a hard training ride, it could affect my ride the following day and the following day after that. So the point we're trying to drive home here is you actually wanna eat a lot more food than you would believe. And since I've started doing this, I've noticed a really big improvement in my training. The rides are much easier to get through. There is something else you need to work on, and that's training your gut. Exactly as you do with your muscles when training, the gut is trainable and you must train it. If you don't eat and drink during training rides, it will be impossible to do during races. So you can see how important it is. All right, let's get right into it. I'm gonna show you this sheet. It gives an overview of how much you want to eat and when you want to eat it. All right, as you can see here, we're going to use a point system, and each point is going to represent 30 grams of carbs. The main thing that we're interested in on the bike is carbohydrates because that's the main fueling source. And we want to go for a minimum of 30 grams or 1 point per hour. It's for low intensity efforts. Medium intensity efforts, days with some zone 2 to 3 efforts, we want to go to 2 to 3 points, which would be 60 to 90 grams of carbs per hour. And then the most high intensity efforts, zone 3 plus, hit those really intense efforts, we want to go to 3 to 4 points, which would be 90 to 120 grams of carbs. And that, listen guys, I've done this, and when you're out on that bike and you're into the second, third hour of your ride and you're full, it is hard to get these carbs into you. And that's the point of training the gut, because once you're full and you don't want to eat, it's a lot harder to get this stuff in than you think. You start burping. But the point of it is to make sure that you always have those nutritional stores, that you're never in a situation where you could have went harder because you didn't have enough carbs or nutrition. Let's take a look at an example of what that would look like in a workout. Then we're going to look at the different types of foods and different types of food combinations you can do during the ride. But first, I want to tell you guys why you should subscribe to this channel. I'm currently giving away a Wahoo Element Roam. Link is in the description, and I'm so happy I'm able to do this, guys. Free to enter, doing it for my subscribers, my small cycling community here. I think there's less than 200 people entered right now, so you got an awesome chance of winning. So please click the link in the description and enter so you can win. I have another giveaway coming up soon, but here's the main reason why I think you should subscribe to this channel. I am gonna build this channel up with your help. And when I do, my goal is to give away full bikes. I wanna give away Durace, Di2, full badass bikes. It would make me so happy. I've had such a fortunate life, and building this channel and being able to give back to you guys would be so amazing. And that's one of my number one goals right now, giving away a full bike. And as I grow this channel, I know I'm gonna be able to do it. So with your help, we're gonna do it together. So please subscribe. I got 2 other big goals I'm trying to achieve: 10,000 subs by the end of this year and getting my FTP back to 400 watts. It's sitting at about 385 right now. So yeah, come along for the ride. Please subscribe, and we're gonna do this together. All right, let's get back into this nutrition here. Here's a great example of how you would fuel during an interval session. And I'll give you an example where I do 3 or 4 times 20-minute intervals. So with an hour warm up and then an hour cool down. So in the first hour, I'm gonna eat about 60 grams of carbs. And then in the 2 hours that we're doing high intensity, I'm gonna go for at least 100 grams of carbs to 200 to 120 grams of carbs for those 2 hours in the middle that I'm doing the intervals. And then on the way home, I'm gonna go for another 60 grams of carbs. If you add that up, that's like 460 grams for the whole workout. It's pretty crazy. It's hard to do, but this is what we're working towards. So this little chart shows you exactly kind of like when you wanna eat a little bit more and eat a little bit less. It's like I said, based on the intensity. Now let's take a look at the foods and the different types of foods that you can use and what they represent in terms of carbohydrates. So you can see you have so many different options here: protein bar, energy bar. I also brought out my Gatorade mix. This stuff's very, very inexpensive. This makes like 9 gallons and I think it's like $15 on Amazon. I bought these goo gels. Each scoop is 22 grams of carbs for the Gatorade. The goo gels, 20 grams of carbs. And then I made a rice cake. I'm gonna post a link in the description of the video to show you the recipe of these rice cakes. I'll show you what they look like. And these are awesome. They're about 30 grams of carbs each, and they're awesome. So as we get back to this list, we take a look at this list over here. You know, you can see, you know, on an easy ride, you know, if you're doing low intensity, you just drink 1 bottle, maybe have 1 gel. But what's really important is you can see here that we're looking at protein bar, energy bar, fruit bar, banana, sandwich, rice cake. You can use flapjacks. Really, you're just looking for a high carbohydrate energy source. And whatever suits you, whatever suits your taste, you can use. But all of it is based around the mix. So find a mix that you like, and with 1 scoop, you know, a little bit more, you're looking at about 30 grams of carbs. So what would the food combinations be during a ride? An easy ride, like I said, we use 1 scoop, 22 grams. We have 1 bottle an hour, or if you're just drinking water, do 1 gel an hour, and that's on a very easy recovery ride. Now, let's say you're doing a medium ride and you want at least 60 grams of carbs an hour. You're gonna have at least 1 bottle and 1 rice cake, or you could have 2 bottles and 1 gel. But all of the food, all the nutrition is based around the drink mix. Every hour you're gonna have at least 30 grams of carbs from your drink mix. And then you're gonna add on either a bar or a gel or a cake or whatever you like. When you get up into that high energy level, you're gonna wanna go with at least 2 bottles an hour. That's gonna give you 50 to 60 grams of carbs, and then a cake and a gel. So something like that is you're drinking the 2 bottles, you get the first bottle done in 30 minutes, the second bottle done in 30 minutes, and then on the 20, 45, or the 30, 60-minute mark, you're gonna wanna have a bar or a gel, and that's the easiest way to get the calories in. Eating, you know, 3 bars an hour, by the time you get to the second hour, third hour, it's gonna be really difficult to keep eating. So that's why you wanna get a lot of your calories from the drink mix. They have a lot of other drink mixes out there where you can get a lot of calories, you know, where you can get like 60, 80 grams of carbs per bottle. And I know different brands do have that out there, so you can take a look at those. But basically, the idea of this video is that you really wanna get as many quality carbs in you as you can during the really difficult rides. Now, race, same thing. If it's a really hard race, you're gonna be eating more. You wanna go for that up to 120 grams of carbs an hour when you're at your hardest. And like I said, minimum 30 grams of carbs an hour at the easiest, and 60 in between. So I hope I covered everything here, guys. Check out my rice cake recipe. Like I said, link will be in the description. Please enter my Wahoo giveaway, and please subscribe so you can be involved with future giveaways and see my future cycling videos. I'm uploading at least 2 to 3 times a week. I'm in a really hard training block right now, so probably about 2 videos a week. I gotta get my FTP up. I gotta get that FTP going. So that's it, guys. Please like the video if you like it, and please comment if you got anything to say. Love to hear from you guys, and I'll see you on the next video. I'll see you soon. Bye.